welcome to Bring Your Own, a bookish podcast for romance readers. I'm Brandy.
I'm Kendra.
I'm Kayla.
And today we are here to talk all things People We Meet on Vacation, the movie adaptation. We are so excited, you guys. And we actually moved the recording of this episode up because we just have been talking about it nonstop anyways. We were like, let's just get it all into the episode, and we are so excited to talk about it with you. But before we get started, what are we reading? What are we drinking?
I'll go first. I'm drinking, we're recording this in 2025. You're listening to this in 2026. So maybe your store no longer has a Chobani cookie butter creamer. And that sucks for you. But here in the past, we are living it up. So I'm drinking a cookie butter latte that I made at home. And it is very good. I think this one might be the best one. Because I realized with this creamer, I have to add more than what I would usually add with another creamer. It's really, to really get the cookie butter taste. So
yeah, that's why
it's really good.
I like it.
Yeah. And I am reading our January book club pick. If it's the new year, if you're looking for a book club to join, please join ours because we are reading what is so far to be a banger, which is Sun and Morning by Kweke Emezi. I think this will be a great discussion. I'm so glad it won our poll. So yeah, join us over there. Join me in reading it. And I'm doing the audio, and the audio's pretty solid so far.
Is it single narrator? Is it
yes, it is a single narrator. There's it's multi-POV. So I think that kind of works when it's one narrator, multi-POV, because it's written in third person too.
Okay. Oh, okay. That makes sense. Yeah. Kayla Ann, what about you?
Okay, I have water. Guys, I feel like because we record in the mornings, most 90% of the time, I would say, I always am either having water or chai because I don't really drink energy drinks. I don't drink coffee. It's really only tea and water. And of course, it's too early for a Coke Zero, so I don't have a Coke Zero.
Bullying works. You see that?
You see that?
Yeah. I had Coke Zero one time at 11 a.m. and they were like, "Oh my God, Kayla, the worst possible person in the world."
One of my coworkers, she doesn't drink coffee. She literally starts her day with a Dr. Pepper. She will walk into school holding a Dr. Pepper.
I'm not going to Quick Trip at 6 a.m. in the morning when I wake up and going to go get a 64 ounce Coke Zero.
But if
that's
you could,
just a little
you would.
No,
I
would feel like I'd feel gross or something. I don't know. No shame if you do. No shame if you do. But for me, that's not my ministry. So I just have water this morning. But I did have a chai with brown butter cream or brown butter cold foam, and it was delicious.
Oh,
so
yum!
Nice.
Yeah. Kayla, you inspired me to go get a cold foam thing.
Really?
Yeah.
Was it good?
One in our last episode. Yeah, I got a sugar cookie one.
Oh my God! Yeah, I love the sugar cookie one, but. They were out today, so I got brown butter. Or not brown butter, brown sugar. Excuse me, brown sugar.
No,
brown
I was trying to do that in my head. I was
Sorry.
Brown butter, cold foam,
brown sugar.
Sounds
not
very
brown
highbrow, like Gordon Ramsay would
because I'm are they not putting butter in cold foam?
No.
That's
No, sorry. That sounds actually really gross.
Yeah.
I trust you, girl.
Brown sugar. Iced chai.
Brandy was gonna go and try to make it.
She's gonna go to the store.
Disgusting.
Hey, do you guys have the brown
really
butter
good,
cold foam? Sorry.
Whatever you say.
And then I am reading, it's called The Odds of You by Katie Dramis, which is a debut. It comes out in January. Thank you, Macmillan Audio, for this. It's really interesting so far. It's about, I had no idea what it was about. I went in totally blind, but it's about this author who kind of runs into this guy on a plane. She figures out not till later that he's a popular actor, and they kind of get, embroiled in tabloid situations. She thinks that's too much. And then she goes to the Isle of Skye in Scotland on a writer's retreat. And of course, his family just so happens to have a cottage there. And so then he goes there to escape as well. And then they run into each other. So that's kind of what this is about.
Yeah. We talked about this on our When It Releases
we
episode.
Did.
Because I just looked at the cover and I was like, oh, I know this book.
Right. Yes. It's a pretty nice cover. It's not like a cartoony thing. It's like the landscapey type of cover.
Well, there's two covers because there is one that is cartoony.
Oh, there is? Oh, there is? Oh,
it's
maybe that's
them
a different
embracing in a plane. Maybe that's the UK cover.
Maybe that's a UK
font. Yeah.
Okay. Oh my God, and he's blonde. I see it now. Yeah, he is blonde. But I'm chill with blondes now. We're cool. Me and blondes are cool. And then I am reading With My Eyeballs Extracurricular by Rachel and Solomon, which is her new book, which also coincidentally has a famous person. I also didn't know it had a famous person. Like
Oh, I
that
didn't know that
the girl
either.
was famous. She's like she was like a teen pop star actress, and then she retires. She decides she wants to go back to school and get a degree, so she goes to UCLA and starts taking classes, and then of course she falls in love with her really hot teacher.
Ooh.
Yeah.
That is fun.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's very fun.
Love
And
that.
that's all.
I am just drinking water today. I am still battling this sickness that I talked about. I feel so much better. It is just this lingering throat, like cough, and it's in my voice and everything. So I'm just trying to hydrate the best that I can. And I have my brewmate, my water bottle, my trusty emotional support water bottle with me. Love her. So I'm drinking real water, not a polar seltzer. So doing my best.
Wow.
And I just DNF'd Heated Rivalry, the book. I was just telling the girls before, like, this is one of the only instances in my life where the show is better than the book. Like, this has almost never happened to me before, but the show is just so much more angsty. There's more chemistry in the show. Like, I am just enjoying the show so much more that I was like, you know what? Maybe I'll come back to it when the show's over and I'm like still craving the show and I'm like sad that the show is over. Maybe I'll pick it back up. But for now, I just DNF'd Heated Rivalry. I'm still listening to Better in Black by Cassandra Clare because it's short stories. This one I'm just like taking my time with because I'll like listen to a short story, pause, listen to a short story, pause. So I'm still listening to that one. And I also just, whenever I'm sick, I always do rereads. And I just finished a reread of Married by Morning by Lisa Kleypas, which is a historical romance from the Hathaway series, which is my favorite from that series. It's so cutie. Kayla, have you read the Hathaways yet?
I don't think so.
So good.
I think I've only done Ravenels and Wallflower.
Okay. If you decide to do another series by her,
and I haven't even done the whole series, but
so good.
Okay.
I haven't done the whole oh, you haven't done the whole Ravenel series?
No, I think I have a couple left.
Okay.
Maybe 2. I think I have 2 left because there's like 7 in that one, right? Like 6 or 7.
Yeah, it's long. My favorite series by Lisa Kleypas is The Hathaways. After finishing it easily became my favorite, and Married by Morning is probably my favorite Lisa Kleypas book. So I reread that one. So fun. But yeah, that is what I'm reading at the moment.
Okay. Should we jump in?
Yes, really excited to talk about this adaptation. It just came out. So if you haven't watched yet, you can probably listen to a good chunk of this episode, but we don't advise it. Go watch the movie. Unfortunately, give Ted Sarandos your coin. Get that Netflix subscription. Go to your friend's house that already has it. I wish we could still bum it. You know, I would, but they want their money so bad.
If you don't have Netflix, this still is worth paying the monthly fee and then canceling immediately.
Yes.
You know, it's 100% worth
Pay it once. And
yeah.
it's still cheaper than going and buying 4 tickets with your friends. Like, all of you pay $3, buy the $12 subscription for a month. That's cheaper than going to the theaters.
And
just do it
and then you can rewatch it as many times as you want that month, then cancel. You know? Do that.
It's worth it.
But yeah, the movie just came out. So please, if you have not watched yet, pause now. We will be here for you when you are finished. It's a quick movie. It's only an hour and 40 minutes of your time. And you can come back and yap with us. Well, we all saw this movie at the beginning of December, and that's why we wanted to record as soon as possible because it is still fresh in our brains. It is like all we've talked about and thought about besides like Heated Rivalry, which by the way, if you want like a little recap on Heated Rivalry, you can also go to our Patreon. It's short, it's quick, it's to the point. But yeah, people we meet on vacation, something that we have been looking forward to since well, I've known about this movie since 2021. And so it's been a long time to get here. And we're finally here.
Before we get into our like experience watching this movie too, I want to tell a really quick story about how we actually found out about the casting of this movie. It's because we were all together.
Stimulant.
we
was
were all together.
hungover.
Yeah. Well, no, you weren't, because it was during the middle of the day. Okay, let me explain.
Kayla,
So just let me explain.
chances
Just listen.
are I was still
Still.
hungover.
Just listen. So we were staying in. Well, Brandy and I were staying in a room together with our other friends, and then Kendra was staying in a separate room with our other friends as well. So we had 2 rooms. Brandy and I were beat after. I can't remember if it was after the signing or when it was. I think it was after like panels or something like that. We were beat from the night before. We were so tired. So we went back to our room and we took a nap. And I wake up. I look at my phone. The first thing I see is the casting announcement that Emily Bader and Tom Blythe have been casted in People We Meet on Vacation, and that it is filming, this year. And so I wake Brandy up. I said, Brandy, look at this. And she's like, what? And I showed her, and then we immediately go into Kendra's room. Yeah, we immediately go into Kendra's room. They had already seen it. I was like, oh my God, guys, did you see?
We were filming TikToks.
These people were wide awake filming TikToks, posting about it. And I was like, oh my God, guys, I didn't even get to finish my sentence. They were like, yes. So we were all so excited that we like kind of got to do that together. And then for like us to also get to see the movie like, a month early was super fun. Brandy got to see it in Denver, and then Kendra and I went in Dallas, which was so fun. We each got like a tote, a poster, and yeah, that was it. We're so excited that we got to experience it in a theater, and I'm personally kind of sad that other people like won't get to do that, because I think seeing that movie with not everybody was, but most of the people in there were also readers who had read the book before. I just think that like seeing that with people who appreciated the source material was really fun. And then also just like everybody laughing and giggling at certain parts was really cool too.
Oh my God, being in a theater with Kimmy at Kimmy Books was an experience, because she is such she just fills
She's
everything
so
with her body. So like she emotes a lot, and it's natural. Like she's being for real. So like when certain things would happen, she's like falling out of her seat damn near, and like just being the most expressive person, but also still being like a respectful movie goer. Like she wasn't like yelling or anything. Like it was silent. We would just look over, and like I'm watching the movie like locked in, and Kayla's like trying to like like talk, and I'm like, girl, I gotta pay attention.
I'm not trying to talk. Jesus, I'm just like
I'm trying to
like Kendra watches a movie stock
I'm locked
still.
in. Like I'm trying to
take
take
I don't know
notes.
if she
like,
likes it.
I knew this episode was coming, so I was like, I don't want to be the only person that didn't, I had just ran a marathon, mind you, so my body's in pain. I'm sitting in this theater in pain.
Excuses.
I'm just kidding. I'm kidding.
What did you just say?
I'm kidding. Of course I was kidding. Oh my God. Can a girl make a joke?
I should have brought my medal to that theater, let me tell you.
Around your neck.
Brandy, how was
time.
your theater?
Yeah.
It was great. So actually, it's so funny. We got there, and I was texting Kayla like panicking because we got there and they were like, if you have a QR code, which I did, stand in this separate line and you might not even get to go in. And I was like, what the fuck? Like I reserved a spot like through this like whatever, like through this bookstore, and like why would they have me reserve a ticket? And I had my friend Denise there with me. Like why would they give us a ticket if we might not even have a spot? It was such a strange thing. And then they had a list, and if you were on the list, you got to go right in. And we were just so confused, and I was panicking to Kayla because I was like, if I came all this way, I got my hopes so high, like I genuinely will cry. But then we found out that we were on the list, and they were just like telling people things like very dumb. It was so anyways, we got to go in, and they had all of our seats reserved. I'm not kidding you guys. Front row, literal front row, neck craned up.
Hate that.
And I was like, I almost started crying again once we got inside, and Denise was like, Brandy, we're here. We get to watch the movie. It's going to be fine. Like, she's just like she is older than me. Like, she was just like, she was very much mothering me. She was like, it's going to be okay. Like, we get to watch the movie. How exciting. I was like, you're right. It's going to be fine. It's going to be fine. But I was like kind of having like a little bit of a moment. So I was like, do you want a drink? I need to go get a drink. I just need to like get up and leave the theater for a second. So I left like my coat there to save our spots and everything, in our reserved seats. And as I'm out getting our drinks, the woman who had like the bookstore where we got our tickets through asked the people who were like running the event, can like our whole section please move into these empty seats, where like one of the groups didn't show up. So thankfully that woman, sweet
Yeah.
lady, we all got to
Thank
move back
God.
to like normal seats. Yeah. And I'm very, very grateful for her. And actually nobody ended up having to sit in the first 2 rows because
Oh,
like
wow.
they're just like nobody, like not, the theater was full to the brim besides those first 2 rows, but nobody else had to sit, or nobody had to sit in those first 2 rows. But yeah, so it ended up being so awesome. And I got to chat with the gal who was sitting on the other side of me, who was by herself. And obviously Denise was there, and the girl who was sitting there was a big reader, but she wasn't like in the book space. She just saw it on Emily Henry's story, and she just came by herself and like made the trip. And yeah, it was really fun. And the theater was so cool. It was like an arts theater, like it wasn't a normal movie theater. So it was like really bougie, and it was a really, really great experience. And
Yeah.
Denise is a big, huge book lover. She's our school librarian at the school I work at. So I am so glad I got to take her with me. And yeah, it was a lot of fun.
That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
The theater where we were in, they eventually, we learned, because like the girl sitting next to us, she just like walked in. She didn't have a ticket. She wasn't like invited like Kendra was. Like she just like walked in. I don't even remember how she said that she got like word of it.
Well, she
She
like
just was
asked
like,
the
"Hey,
guy, like
can I
one of the
go?"
promoters, yeah, and
Yeah.
he was like, yeah, because like again, like people didn't show up, so they just had extra seats, and then like she also had friends that were there, so I think it like
Okay.
they were
Yeah.
probably telling
Okay,
her what was
maybe.
happening like
We'll
in
just
the
like show up.
theater.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it was really cool. Like we do recommend that if you can watch this movie with at least
With people.
like another person, at least one other
Another
person.
person.
Like,
Yeah.
if you want to get your friends together, do a movie night.
If
We 10 out
we
of 10 recommend.
didn't have the opportunity to go see it in theaters, we had already been discussing like
Like, oh, like
dead
we
ass
are gonna like
flying
plan, yeah, like,
to Kendra's house
yeah,
in January,
Yes.
like watch this movie, because like
yeah,
I do think it is, especially if you're book lovers, which if you're listening to this podcast, we assume you are, like it is such, especially now that we've seen it, we can say it's like such a book lovers movie. So we
yeah,
really recommend you watch it with fellow
Yeah.
book lovers.
yeah. And if you've already watched it by yourself, go grab whoever you can in your life that also likes movies and force them to watch it with you, because I think it's just
Oh, yeah.
something that is like good to experience with other
Yeah.
people.
Hmm.
Definitely. So prior to this movie, prior to seeing it, what were you guys expecting? Or were you not expecting like anything? But did you have any expectations before going in at all?
I like purposely was like telling myself that this movie was going to be bad
Yep.
because
Yeah.
it like Netflix's like range of rom-coms is really all over the place. Like sometimes they
is.
produce like top quality, like, oh my God, never been done before rom-coms. And then they produce like slosh. So I was preparing myself that it would be more like slosh. And you guys had just watched My Oxford Year like a few months
Yeah. Just
prior, which
Which
was
is the same
produced by the same
production company.
company. Who also
I
just
forgot
has
about that.
range, because
They do.
everyone shitted on that movie. So I was like, okay, it's a Netflix movie. Yes, it's like a big book, but like it's still a Netflix movie. I just like didn't have hopes, or I thought that they were going to do what happens a lot, which is like they just take like the loose concept of the book and then they just kind of like really rearrange and make it their own. Which didn't
Yeah.
happen either. So I was like really proud of what we got. Obviously, we're gonna get into like things that we didn't
Like
love and
super
things we thought could
spoilers.
be
Yeah.
better, but overall, I thought it was like a pretty. My expectations were exceeded. Let's say that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that I was also really trying to not set like any expectations whatsoever, especially after I saw My Oxford Year, right? But I think the thing that always, for me, that always set it apart from My Oxford Year was the casting. Because I had seen My Lady Jane and I really, really liked Emily Bader. Like she was truly the shining star for me in that entire series. The series itself was like fine, but she was like so good. So I was like, okay, it's Emily Bader, who I know is really good. It's Tom Blythe, who I also know is really good. And so, like, that kind of always set it apart for me from My Oxford Year, where it was easy to draw comparisons, yes, because same production company, but the cast is really what, like, kind of sold it a little bit extra for me. And then the more that came out about the movie, it got me more excited, which made me more scared. So I was like,
Yeah.
I don't want to get too excited, but like what I'm seeing so far, I am liking. So I don't know. Yeah.
So if we didn't do this podcast, I would not have watched a single trailer. But because we were doing this podcast, I did watch the trailers so I could like stay current with it and make sure that I knew what we were talking about and everything. I am not a trailer person, like especially for something I'm excited about. Like I actually like going in blind to movies. After the first trailer, I was like, I am purposely going to plummet my expectations into the ground because the first trailer, I was like, this could go either way. Like, I don't know. Like, is that my poppy? Like, I don't know. The second trailer, I got really, really excited, which scared me. So I was like,
scary.
oh, it's scary because I was like,
It's
this could be
scary.
good. This could be good. So yeah, that's how I was feeling very similarly. But I purposely was like, okay, I'm very excited. I'm going to keep my expectations low. And like Kendra, my expectations were exceeded.
Same. And I think it also helped that we knew already some of like the quote unquote bigger changes going in. Like we knew about it not being Palm Springs. We knew it was Spain, you know, some other things like that. So I think that I don't know if that helped you guys, but like, okay, at least I went in knowing this. And I mean, obviously I went in knowing that there were going to be changes. Like that's just, sometimes that's just inevitable. That's just, you know, so, but I think that helped a little bit.
I'll also like, I'm curious, Kayla, like I want to reread the book now that I've watched it. Like I'm going to reread after. You reread before. Did that change anything for your expectations?
I don't think so. Cause I started my reread like when I knew that I was going to go. So it was pretty quickly, like it was like a few days before the movie that I started my reread. I didn't finish my reread before the movie. I actually finished it on the plane coming back from Dallas.
Okay.
But no, actually, I was kind of surprised. I thought it might because everything was so fresh in my head of what exactly happens. I thought it might, but honestly, no, it didn't really. At least I don't think so. I really don't think so.
Okay, cool.
Because I still really enjoyed the movie. You know what I mean? Like, if anything, I think the reread maybe would have had me like the movie less, but I don't think so.
Yeah. Okay.
So,
yeah.
Anyway.
This is my opinion. I don't know if you guys like agree, but like I think the whole like holy grail of adaptations for rom-coms on Netflix is To All the Boys I Loved Before. I don't think people exceed at that. I still think that's like the ultimate rom-com movie, like
as in like being faithful to the book, or just
being
in
faithful
general?
to the book, but also like the just like a better movie period. Like I think their budget might have been a little bigger for To All the Boys I Loved Before.
Really? I was gonna say I thought that was a pretty low budget movie, and they did really really
To
well
All the Boys
with their
I Loved
budget.
Before was
Yes.
I mean I don't think it's like Christopher Nolan huge. No. But I just think To All the Boys I Loved Before was like a little bit better executed. People I would put directly under, you know, like
I think
I still think To All the Boys Before
You've never
seen it?
Mm-mm. So
it's actually so good.
Brandy, it's
so good.
such a good movie. Like, don't watch the next two. The second one you can probably get away with watching. Don't watch the third one. It is like complete ass. Like, this is the only time Jenny Han has got me is with the first one. Everything, the stars aligned, like casting great.
It really
like,
did.
And it
was
reminds
also
me of
such a
People's
huge
casting
moment
too.
on social media.
Yeah, it was a huge moment. Like, oh, the actors were just like so perfectly casted, and they went on to have Noah Centineo went on to have a better career than Lana Condor, which I'm hoping does not happen for this movie because I do think Emily Bader deserves the bigger. Not that
everything.
They both deserve great careers, but if I had to pick one, it would be Emily Bader.
I think Emily Bader's gonna go. I think she's gonna.
Yeah, I hope. Really I really hope that like people watch this and they're like, book her. Like, I think she can be in anything, especially comedies. But yeah, as far as adaptations, like we talk a lot about Heated Rivalry. I think Heated Rivalry, as far as like an adaptation, is doing a lot better than what people did. But it's a show, and so we went to the movie with Bernie, our friend Bernie at A Paperback Life on Instagram, and she was like, "I wish that this would have been a show." And I was like, "Bro, if this had like been a miniseries, I would have gotten everything I wanted. I would have gotten everything I wanted.
Like an episode in each location.
Right? Like,
right, exactly.
And they could have still combined locations. Like, you know, like we still could have kept a lot of what they did in the movie, but it would have been more expanded. Like, it would have been, I think, more like what we've gotten. So
so I only read To All the Boys I Loved before after I had watched the movie, like maybe like a year after I had watched the movie. It
oh
was
my
pretty
God, I read it
far
like
removed.
right after. Yeah,
I read them before the second movie came out, but much later than the first. So I was not like as attached nearly to that movie as I was to people already. So I think that just plays into the fact that I think that just means that I just liked people better because I was just more attached from the get-go. But To All the I love that movie. I think that's such a good movie. So I would pick People over this one in terms of
like
what I
as
like
like
better.
a movie,
but
not adaptation wise. I mean, like just as a movie, period.
I don't know. I think my attachment really
you're
clouds it.
like,
It's hard to.
Kayla's getting noticed by Emily Bader. Like she's like,
oh my God,
people, people,
guys,
people, people.
Emily Bader replied to me on Instagram.
She's that girl meme, like of the girl with the purse that has like, and people put like merch around her. You know what I'm talking about? That's Kayla
like,
with people. Yeah, that's her. She's
I'm trying to collect them all.
She's their number one shooter right now.
I am. No, okay,
that's so funny.
But yeah, I think my attachment just clouds it a little bit. Like I just gotta be honest, you know what I mean? So
yeah,
but I love
that's fine.
If you have not seen the first To All the Boys I Love, you could skip the last. But the first one is so good. It's really good.
Okay.
Anyway,
I'll watch
like
it over
is
break.
so well done. Like it is just chef's kiss.
I
Like
think,
the lighting, everything is just beautiful.
Okay. I'll watch it over break.
Up To All the Boys, like there are some great like just like shots.
Oh, of course. There's great shots.
Yeah.
I think that like what I was trying to say was I remember when I rewatched it one time, I was like, oh, this looks like different than I remember. Not in a bad way. I just mean like I feel like the color grading was such an intentional choice, and I didn't even like really notice it the first time, but then the second time around I was like, wow, this is really different, you know, because not a lot of movies do that.
It's really different.
Yeah, she's like, Kendra, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about.
No,
but To All the Boys I Love Before Truthers, you know what I'm talking about.
I love that movie, I promise. Yeah. Anyway, okay, so out of, what are we doing? Out of 5 out of 10?
I did out of 10.
Okay, what's your rating?
I gave this movie a 7.5 out of 10, which means I really enjoyed it. Like I'm that is based on like just a pure movie lover. Like it is not the best rom-com I've ever seen, but it's damn sure not the worst. Like I would put this over, what's that Netflix movie that everyone loves? Set It Up with Zoe Deutsch and Glenn
I almost
Powell.
called her Zoe Deutsch.
I liked this more than that. I liked this more than Someone Great. I think the story was better. Well, Set It Up wasn't a bad story. I just didn't get it how other people get it. So maybe let me take that back. But Someone Great, that Netflix rom-com, that story was kind of ass.
I thought you really liked that movie.
Someone Great?
Like that movie.
Oh.
Who said I liked that?
I thought for some reason I thought you did. What's the Netflix rom-com with? I really liked the one with Ali Wong and Randall
Park.
What's his name? Park. Yeah. What's that one?
Is that his name? Yeah. I met him at Ellen. He's so nice. He drives like the most like modest car. You're like, of course you do. Like
I can't remember the name of that movie, but I remember really, really liking that movie.
Oh, what is it called? Because it's set in San Francisco.
Okay, I'm gonna look it up while you keep talking.
Yeah, but 7.5 out of 10. Really enjoyed. Like I know I can be a little negative Nancy sometimes, but I'm not. Like I really enjoyed this film.
Always Be My Maybe, by the way, was the name of the rom-com with Randall Park and Ali Wong. Would recommend. Brandy, what's your rating?
I'm not like a movie connoisseur in the same way that Kendra is. Like I don't have like that eye for film in the same way. My rating is higher. I gave this one an 8.5 out of 10.
Oh my God, that's like a whole point. That's not bad at all.
Okay.
I feel like that's close.
My initial rating walking out of the theater, I was like, oh my God, 9, like maybe like a 9.5. But like after the hype of it all like died down a little bit, I would maybe even go up to a 9. Like I loved this movie. I had such a great experience with it. I think I'll decide on my final if it's an 8.5 or a 9 for me after I watch it on Netflix. I think that's going to be my deciding factor because like getting out of the theater, not having popcorn, not having my soda, like not being there.
Chat.
Like not being with like all the other people in the theater. I think that'll decide if it's going to be an 8.5 or a 9 for me, but it's definitely not going to go lower than an 8.5 for me because I just like, I really, really, really enjoyed this movie. I had such a great time. Like I said, it exceeded my expectations. There were scenes from this movie that I absolutely loved that I cannot stop thinking about, but it did have some flaws for me that we will talk about and some things that I wish would have been done differently, which is why I think it'll probably stay around an 8.5 because there are multiple things that I wish would have been done differently, not just like one. But I did love this movie, like loved. Like I'm gonna use the word love. I love this movie. It just wasn't a perfect movie. Yeah.
I'm the same as Brandy. I am giving it an 8.5. I don't think my rating will change. We were talking about this, like if our experience watching the movie will change how we feel it once we see it for ourselves. I mean, obviously, yes, I'm so happy that we all got to experience like I said before, seeing it in the theater with people like laughing all together, like, you know, oohing and awing and like fawning over certain scenes, you know, like that was so fun. Like, of course, but I'm sitting next to Kendra who's like stoic like this, and I'm like trying to freak out at certain scenes, and she's just like, no, stop touching me. Not actually, but like that's how I was like, damn, let me have one thing. I need to sit next to Kimmy. And yeah, so I don't think my like rating will really change because like that's just like how I felt about the movie itself. I'm really trying not to take like the overall experience into account into my actual rating. But yeah, I really don't think that it will change from that. If anything, maybe it'll go up, but I think it'll stay probably at the
that's how I'm feeling too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So okay. Now we're going to get into like serious spoilers. So for real, even though we already mentioned it at the top, seriously, if you haven't seen it, then please go watch it, come back, and let us discuss then. But let's jump in. Should we start with what we liked or what we didn't like?
I don't really care. I got notes for both.
Okay. Let's just do like what we liked. We're not gonna end on a negative note with this episode, but we'll just go back and forth.
Yeah.
So like, what did we like? I think we can all agree because we had talked about this like as soon as we got out of the movie, like because like I said, Brandy saw it first, and then once we got out, we like were immediately texting about it. We all agree that truly the best part, maybe not the best, probably, but definitely the best performance, like hands down, no question, no competition, was Emily. Emily Bader was
She's
a star.
Yeah. I just feel like if I'm like on that set and I'm like watching the dailies back and I'm like, bro, we did it. Like we found her. And then
that's Poppy.
And then I'm like, oh, I feel kind of bad. I hope they were paid the same. Let's start there. Because like usually women are not paid the same as men on sets. Especially because
when Tom Blythe is already known. He's bigger.
So I was gonna say,
I'm like,
he's
fuck, bro. Not only is she killing it, we got her for cheap. Like, she stole the fucking show. Like, I was genuinely in awe because, like, I don't think Tom Blythe did bad. Like, I think he's a good Alex. But there were definitely moments where, like, she was like, when I say carrying, I don't mean like, oh my God, like she had to do all the work. But there were just like
he's
every
like
time,
slogging,
like she just like, the camera just loves her. And they were just like, I would forget about him, which is not a bad thing. But like, yeah, I'm sorry. Like, if I had to only pick one, it's gonna be her.
I'm picking her. She showed up on the scene in that first, like the first flashback of that her showing up late to get in the car. I was like, that is Poppy. Not that she wasn't in like the first scene of her in like present day, but I was like, holy shit. Like I was like, we have a movie. We have a movie, ladies and gentlemen. Oh my God. Like, she was so good. And like one of my notes was that like I liked Tom as a lover boy. Kendra liked him way better as President Snow. And I do think I liked his performance better as President Snow as well. But I liked him as a lover boy in this movie. Like all like the moments of him like zooming in on his face and like him just being
I
in
think
awe
like
of her.
facially he did good.
Like that kind of stuff. Like I really liked those moments. But yeah, Emily Bader easily like she is my Poppy now. Like when I reread this book, I will be picturing Emily Bader as Poppy in every scene. I don't think I'm going to be picturing Tom Blythe as my Alex when I reread this book, which is like interesting. And that is like one of the first things I said to Denise when we were driving back from the movie. I was like, I can't wait to reread. And I said that exact sentence to her, like, she's my Poppy now. I don't think he's my Alex. But I don't think it's a bad thing. Like, he's my movie Alex. He's going to be Alex in my movie. But I don't think he's my book Alex.
Yeah. He's just like better with the like he needs that bleach blonde buzz cut. Like I want to kill everyone.
Do you think he needed to go blonde? Do you think he needed to go blonde
like
for this?
Okay, question. Who do you think Tom Blythe has better chemistry with? Because in Hunger Games, bro, when
Emily.
he was with Rachel Ziegler in the water, I was like, oh.
In the water, maybe, but like, I
I
think
don't know.
overall,
I would say
Emily, I don't
both.
know. Yeah.
I think, yeah, maybe you can't even really compare because like the
They
tones of the
didn't,
movies are just so
it's so
different.
different.
But like,
There's
Yeah,
no
sorry.
happily ever after
ooh,
in the Hunger Games.
I
There's no
know,
like
but like
final
he
kiss,
loved that
love
girl.
confession scene,
Hold
you
on.
know? Yeah.
Yeah. Other things I loved, the entire New Orleans sequence. I loved
Yes.
the New Orleans sequence. I said that's my favorite scene in the movie, but then I don't even know if that's true. There's multiple scenes. I love the car scene. I love that they added that, which we'll dig into more of like the things that's changed from the book. But like that was so funny. But I loved Emily Bader and that little blue bob. I like can't
Yeah.
stop thinking about her.
And her accent work was so
Kayla
good.
immediately. I was like, when I texted her when I got out of the movie, and I was like, "Can I spoil one thing?" Because Kendra didn't want anything from the movie. She like didn't even text me until the next day. She's like, "Okay, the FOMO's getting to me. Like, can you just tell me if you liked it or not?" And I was like, "Yes, I did." And that's all I told Kendra before she saw it. But I was texting Kayla because I knew she didn't care about like small things. I didn't spoil anything. But I texted Kayla. I was like, "Can I spoil just like one like really small like costume thing?" And Kayla was like, "Yeah, go for it." I was like, "She looks so good in this little blue bob that she wears. Oh my god, she looks so hot."
She does. That scene was so like just that entire sequence of them in New Orleans was so good. And yes, there were some things changed, whatever. Like Brittany said, we'll get into it. But just that like the scene of them in the bar with them dancing. That's I think that's the really one of the first times where I like because there were definitely like really funny moments with them like in Canada, like at the parents' house. But that was the one of the first moments where I was like, oh my god, they're really hot. Like they're hot together. And like that's like
when he
where
trailed down her body, I was like,
yeah, the dancing
"Oh
was
my
good.
god." Yeah.
Vacation
New Orleans
Alex.
was really good.
One of my other favorites, like vacation sequences, was definitely their first one in Canada. I thought that one was so good. I also think that Lucas is it
Lucas
Cage or
Gage?
Gage?
Yeah, his gay ass. Like that's like my first thought, and I was like, he plays straight a little too good. Like he was so in character for that. Like if I could have casted anyone to be that guy from the book, like I still think I would have casted him. Like and that guy's like he's not even like that significant, but it's like he just delivered. Like he knew his lines. He showed up to set. He was like, I gotta go to a
For
party
the 2
after
days
this. I need to get this done. I know they said one take, and he got it. Like it was so like I loved all his scenes so much.
Yeah, and I love that we got like there were like certain like small I mean well like big to us as book readers but like things in the book where she's like it speaks to me, you know, like different things like that. I love those like little like things that they gave to the readers and or even like staying in character like in New Orleans, things like that with Gladys and Keith.
Theme
like that
matters.
was theme matters, and I love that they kept those things.
And
So
those things like
yeah.
couldn't have the same significance in the movie as they could in the book because we didn't get to see them reoccurring, and we couldn't like it just couldn't because it's a movie, it's not a book.
Yeah.
But they still threw them in there for us, and I love that. Yeah.
Those were definitely my two favorite like vacations was Canada and New Orleans, like easily hands down.
I liked her getting sick scene. Like that to me was probably the most like if I had to pick one fan servicey thing that they put in the movie, it was that because like I feel like if it was any other movie, we probably would have like changes would have been made. But that was pretty like accurate to what happened in the book. So I was like, wow, like that was like a nice little touch for the fans.
Yeah. And when like right before that flashback happened when he said that it was his favorite in the present.
Yeah.
I was like,
I just got goosebumps. He said,
that was such a good one.
That was good.
We also talked about this. The scene with Poppy's parents, I think we also really liked those. Molly Shannon and Alan, what's his name? I forgot Alan Tuck, something like that, whatever. Really high profile actors in their time, but they were only there for like a day, but they were great.
No,
but the scene
they showed up.
They showed up for like everybody that like was a side character like showed up. Like they didn't just phone it in.
Yes. Even Jamila Jamil
really
didn't piss me off. Like guys, I was worried. Like I thought she was gonna be like, you know, like too
Rachel,
quirky
her
and like
best
try to
friend.
like do too much.
Mhm.
No, like she needs to play more roles like this where like she is calm, cool, collected, talks at a very normal volume, and is only there
Mhm.
for like a total of 5 to 10 minutes. And then I don't have to think
Mhm.
about her anymore. And for that I am very grateful. Like I thought she
Yeah.
did a good job with what she was given.
Even
Yeah.
Trey, the guy who plays Trey, he's a really hot douche. You know, like I was like, I'd have a hard time leaving him. Like he's
Oh
really
my
hot.
god, he
Yeah.
was so douchey too. He was
Yeah, he
so
Yeah.
was.
douchey.
But sorry, going back to the parents, I love that scene with when Alex is picking Poppy up from their house and that they're talking
Yeah.
about his fear of flying
Flying for
while
the first
his
time.
dad's talking about sex. And I just thought that was so it's like those are one of those things where it's like, okay, would we have laughed at as many moments sitting on our couch watching it on Netflix as we did in the theater? Because I think the theater maybe influences that. But that is definitely one of those scenes that I would still be laughing at on my couch. Like 100%.
I would too,
So.
because I'll be
Mhm.
honest, the first flashback scene, guys, those first 10 minutes, I was like, ooh, I don't know. Because,
I think
like,
that's
that was
crazy.
really long. And, like, of her in the car with, like, the burrito, I was like, this is so, like, not my type of humor. You know, like, it just wasn't.
I wasn't busting out laughing, but I did think it was
Mhm.
like, I thought it was cute. Like, I was like, okay, like, I thought they were setting the scene for like, okay, this is also a com, not just a rom.
Mhm.
And like, I thought they were doing that for the people who hadn't read the book. And I thought they
Yeah.
were like setting that. I wasn't hee ha haing at it, but I did like it. I thought it was cute. I did think it was really long. Like when they were getting locked out of the car and stuff, I was like, this is really, really long.
Yeah.
Yeah, me
Like,
too. That's exactly what I
mhm.
thought. So, yeah.
Yeah.
but yeah, once they, like, got to that first vacation, I was like, okay, like,
Yeah.
like,
We're
we're
here.
here. We're
Yeah.
good. Like, we're
Mhm. Mhm.
vibing. It was
Yeah.
great.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anything else that we really want to point out that we really liked before we talk about things that we didn't like or wish were different?
I liked most of the soundtrack. I thought that was really cool. There was like some Boy
Mhm.
Genius in there.
Grimes
Grimes. Like
was
I
in
thought that
there.
was crazy. Like the budget they must have had for the soundtrack was
Keyword
wild.
almost, because we'll talk about
Mm.
some things.
Oh, one thing I did want to point out that I had in my because I did write down some immediate notes. I did really I thought it was shot well. Like I thought that there was like a certain shot that we talked about. I can't remember if we talked about it in our group chat or if we talked about it with our group after the theater, but like the scene in the present when Alex comes back to the apartment after they like kind of argue at the rehearsal dinner and it's raining and she like turns around or something like that. It's like kind of like the orangish reddish lighting right before they kiss. And there's like that moment. I was like, oh my God, that's really pretty. She looks really good right there. Like it was really, there's some shots that were really beautiful.
I also
Sorry,
like that it
this
was
just
still raining.
made me laugh that I said
The first two flashbacks
were so
Yeah.
long. Like I literally had that in my notes walking out of the theater.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah,
I don't know if
there
this
was
is
like a lot
like,
of really beautiful scenes.
I don't know if this is like, I guess this is like what I liked, but Sarah's character, like she gets a lot of hate in the book. I mean, she has her defenders, like there's a defender for everyone. But I think I was always like pretty neutral because I always viewed her as like a plot device for them, which is like essentially what she is. But in this movie, I wrote down justice for
feel
Sarah.
more for
I would
her.
have beaten
Mhm.
Poppy and Alex's asses. Like,
Especially
the
Alex.
actress did a really good job. Her wig was atrocious. I don't know why they put her in that wig. Like, they needed to pluck that lace front so bad. Like, it was so full. And I was like, who? Like, clearly not a single Black person was on that set to help her with that. I mean, and if they were, I apologies. You need to go back to school. But, her wig, like she would be on the screen and I would just look at her wig and I'm like, why the fuck are you in a wig? Why are you in a wig? She must be like brunette or something in real life and they didn't want them both to be brunettes. Okay.
They needed another one. Another brunette.
Yeah. They were like, we have to,
because in the book it's swapped.
differentiate them.
Poppy's blonde and
Sarah's
brunette.
Yeah. But I thought she did such a good job, and the fact that like I empathized with her in this movie because like dead ass, like Alex, like we'll get into this in a little bit, but like Alex makes a choice. The engagement, or spoilers, the engagement choice with Sarah, like I don't know if I like that or not. I think I'm still like on the fence about it. I think initially I was like, what the fuck? Because my book Alex would never do something that rude and atrocious and like just so inconsiderate. So all of Sarah's feelings were justified. And I love when she was like, well, who would he be texting? Oh, say it again.
Yeah.
Say it again. I would have
yeah.
came to that vacation ready to fight.
I
Like,
gasped. I went,
so your
Yeah, no, the
mind you,
people
they've
in the
been
theater
friends
were
for
like, oh, they were like,
yeah, they've been
oh,
friends for
yeah.
how long, and y'all still haven't met. So you're going like
That's
I just get it now. Like you're going on a vacation with a girl every summer. We're
I
breaking up
haven't
left
met
and
her.
right, and you're gonna go
Yeah.
prioritize another girl. That I would have been there
Yeah.
ready to like. We're on vacation. We're on vacation. I'm getting ready for the bed, like like in this beautiful country. Poppy needs me. You're done. Pack your bags. You're
Yeah.
leaving this house.
You're
I'm not.
done.
I paid my part. Like
Yeah.
I felt for her so much when like in the book I was like way more concerned about Poppy. So I think they did a good job of like, just because I think so many women go through that in real life. Like, oh my God, so happy Alex and Poppy are together, but like they did hurt someone along the way.
Of course. Yeah.
Or honestly, a lot of someone's along the way. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Okay, we'll just get into like what we didn't like. So like the engagement, I don't know. I think it only worked with the way that they did it. I think that if Alex and Poppy had actually kissed in
I was
Italy,
so glad they didn't kiss.
that would have been I would have been way more upset because that's crazy. What do you mean you go and kiss your best friend after you after you already leave your girlfriend to go help your best friend who is having a pregnancy scare? I mean, obviously Sarah didn't know that, but like, if they had actually kissed in that scene, that would have been a crazy move, in my opinion, for them to then get engaged. That would have made it way, way worse.
It's even worse because, mind you, he's like, what am I to you? You have an engagement, like, oh my, and then you get up and you still get engaged. Like, if I'm Sarah, I feel disgusting. It's honestly like,
Well,
we read it's different this time. She's not stupid.
You mean from
like
Alex?
You just spent
You mean
all
Alex?
night.
Oh,
Huh?
You mean
Sarah's
like
not
it made
stupid.
you
You just spent.
right? You think that she
you just
knows though
confused
that
me.
something happened?
If you leave in the middle of the night to go help your girl best friend and then you come back the next morning and you're like, let's get married. She knew, bro. She knew. And we read It's Different This Time by Josh Richard for our November book club pick. We have a whole episode on it. Go to their Patreon. I knew she felt so satisfied watching people. She was like, oh yeah, I did that. Because like the same thing happened in her book where the engagement and I still felt icky. Like that's just an icky thing to do in that situation. And I hate when men do that. You look pathetic. And that's why I would still prefer book Alex over movie Alex, because my book Alex, he would never do that. And he didn't do that.
Yeah.
Yes, he didn't.
Book Alex picked out an engagement ring that he knew Poppy would like.
Yeah, that is crazy.
Like, you're diabolical.
In terms of like whether or not I liked it, I think in my opinion, I mean, I don't know if I can't be like, oh, I liked that. I didn't like it, obviously. But I think I get why they did it because it added like it upped the ante.
Yeah.
It upped the ante in the actual movie 100%. And so then like, I know, I understand. But I think like people who haven't read the book before they obviously wouldn't have the same feelings.
Yeah,
they'll
go in, read the book, and they'll be like, why the fuck
this is why you guys broke up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I kind of like, I don't know. I kind of liked it. Like, I'm so glad they didn't kiss. I don't like it, but like, I
get what you're saying.
Our whole theater went,
oh yeah, it was definitely
we were
a shocking moment. And I think it's shocking for anyone who is just watching the movie, period, whether you read the book or not, because like, you just aren't expecting it at all.
God,
so
no.
like, for that little like needle drop moment, I definitely get it. I still like, it's like, it's just like cringy. It's when Bella walks into the classroom and Edward starts like immediately like covering his nose. Like I can't watch that scene because it gives me like such like secondhand embarrassment. And I think like obviously this didn't give me secondhand embarrassment, but I can't watch it. Like I can't I don't think positively of that, and I never will.
Well, I don't think I
Well,
don't think you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Like I think he's like heartbroken. Like
I know,
he's like,
but But I think it's like for this one because it didn't happen in the book. I'm like, oh, I know there's another way. That's what I'm saying. Like in Twilight, like that's a bad example, but that's like the scene. Like those are just movie scenes I can't like. I'm always gonna be like, oh, gross.
Yeah.
I think another thing, and I think we talked about this and we all kind of agree. I think the main reason that I like deducted at least a full point from my rating was because I really, really, really wish that we had gotten more time with them in the present. I think that like if I were like to cut anywhere, it would be from like the very first flashback scene, or just make the movie a little like 10 minutes longer. You know,
Yeah.
like 10 minutes.
It's a short movie, an hour and 40 minutes.
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
could have easily added another 20 to 30 minutes to that movie.
Yeah,
including the credits.
I think rom-coms typically are like, they're usually not that long, but I really wish that we had gotten a scene with them, like if they had gotten there a day before and we had a scene with them, you know, exploring Barcelona, exploring Spain, and like having that moment of where we see Poppy in the book being so anxious about trying to get everything perfect and right and like trying to get it back to how it used to be, you know, so she's like constantly trying to, you know, oh, let's try this, let's see if this is fun, let's do this, let's go here. And so I really wish that we had seen kind of that aspect of Poppy come back in the present. And so that's kind of where that's my biggest like gripe. If I had to pick a biggest gripe, it would be that.
I think that's mine too, because like, what is the point then? I know they were like, oh, like filming in Palm Springs is like actually really hard. Like we thought we just moved the movie to Barcelona. Then what was the point if we didn't even see Barcelona?
Saw it a couple times.
Barcelona. Which I just like, and I don't know. I was nervous going into this movie about how they were going to handle the flashbacks, but them putting the like title cards like over it, I was like, okay, that's like, I like that. But I hate that like pretty much the whole present takes place in like 2-3 days.
A couple days.
But it's like mainly them in that apartment. So again, I'm like, why were you in Barcelona if you're just going to stay in an apartment the whole time?
Yeah. And because of that, because we got so little time in the present, when the love confession happened, it felt like it came out of nowhere in the present. Like, I was like, why? Like, you were so mad at each other that you haven't spoken in 2 years. He was upset with you for coming to the wedding. And now all of a sudden, he's like, you guys are love confessing to each other. And actually, that scene was, I did cringe a little bit when she was like,
the love confession?
Yeah. When she went,
really?
It wasn't my favorite
probably
either,
forever. I was like, oh no. That I thought was like a little bit of her weakest acting. I don't know. It was just, I didn't love the love confession. I thought it, because of how little time that we had spent in the present. I was like, why now? Why this moment? We haven't earned it. Yeah. With the way that the movie had been set up.
Like, I think even if we just got one day of them trying to like find that magic again, I would have been satisfied. Like, we didn't need everything in the present, obviously. But that was like really disappointing, especially because like I kept waiting for it to happen. I was like, okay, after this flashback, they're gonna go out and explore this. And how do you guys feel about her like reasoning for the trip? Because that is a big change that they made. Where like in the book it's like, okay, like we're gonna go do this trip, and like it was just more obvious of like like we're planning it, it's for the magazine, we're gonna do all these things. And then in the movie it was like, oh, well,
he doesn't even know she's going.
Like I'm just gonna go to Barcelona because I'm doing a thing on whatever. And then it's just like, I don't know, that all does tie back though to the lack of present day scenes.
Yeah.
What could have been.
I know that. Yeah, that's the biggest gripe. I didn't. The love confession like wasn't my favorite, I guess. Like, but I still enjoyed it. I think the thing that sticks out for me in that is when he says, "I don't want to be your fucking friend." I don't even really think about. I didn't even think about Emily, but now I'll be thinking about that if I watch it again.
Yeah.
But that part,
her part, probably forever.
I don't want to.
I was like, ooh, oh god.
Yeah. That's the, I think, our biggest gripe. Did you have any other things? Oh, Kendra, do you want to? I know what you want to talk about.
Okay, let's get to this. So, you know, my immediate theory was the reason why we didn't get any more present day scenes is because, let me tell you guys exactly what happened. It just like came to me in a vision, like Raven. They were watching The Summer I Turned Pretty, probably, and they were like, fuck, they got all these Taylor Swift songs. Like, how do we do this? Like, this is like the movement right now, or the movement right now. And so their like finance person was like, their rights and clearances was like, well, it's gonna cost like 2 days, 3 days worth of filming. And they said, bet, let's scratch all the scenes of them and the president in Barcelona doing all these fun things just so we can get August by Taylor Swift to play for like 15 fucking seconds when Poppy walks into the wedding. I literally wrote down a list of other Taylor Swift songs that they could have spent their money on in this movie besides August. Mind you, Enchanted could have played during this movie.
Yeah,
that's a very Poppy and Alex song. Cruel Summer would have been nice. Not necessarily their vibe, but it's Cruel Summer. Like, they always go on these trips during the summer. Could have played anytime during that movie. It's nice to have a friend that, hello, like, and she probably would have given that to them for free. No one listens to that song except me. Like, they would have gotten it for way cheaper than fucking August. Invisible String.
Invisible String.
Hello. They could have just played like
You Were in Love.
The instrumental.
I think
You Are in Love.
You Are in Love is a huge
the instrumental of Invisible String. When she walked in, the crowd still would have gone nuts, and we would have been good.
This is one of the moments where when she walks in, it's not even when like the actual like the melody starts playing of August. It's the like the begin. Do you know what I'm talking about? At the beginning of August, there's like a hum that starts playing. I know what that is. August is one of my favorite songs by Taylor Swift. I turn around, I said, "Is that?" I go to him, I'm like, "Is that?"
Disappointed.
And I was like, "Whoa!" Like, I was shocked. Like, I was genuinely shocked because I would have preferred. Number one, I would have preferred a different song than that because I just didn't really think it fit the moment.
Did not.
And number two, if Kendra's theory is correct, which who knows, but then obviously I would have preferred more scenes with them.
Yeah,
I don't know.
Also, I feel like this is to go back to All the Boys I Loved Before. I think when you have a rom-com like this, and what the movie Someone Great did really well is like you need to put you have the opportunity to put people onto new music. And then it becomes the song of the summer, right? Or the song of the moment. So with Someone Great, it was the Lizzo song. That, like, obviously people had heard that song, but it was nowhere near as big as a song as August by Taylor Swift. And into All the Boys I Loved Before, they were like pulling like what's the song that plays like when they're in the hot tub? In the dark.
Lovers by Anna of the North. I now have it because of that movie.
Yes, and like I think they could have put someone like on and like really curate it like a really fun soundtrack
Robin.
of like.
I mean, Robin's not unpopular, but that song by Robin
on.
That song by Robin.
But I think like they could have just done like they could have worked with like smaller artists, indie artists, brought that budget down a little bit, and then we could have gotten 20 more minutes of the movie. Like that's
I would love to know.
Asking for.
I would love to know what deleted scenes are. Like on the cutting room floor.
Yeah. And I would love to know like logistically what caused them to like change certain things. Because that's always interesting to me too. Like things that they wanted to do, but then when they got there, they were like, "Ooh, this is not going to work."
Yeah. Okay. So then let's get into that. Things that are different from the book that we either liked or we didn't like. The glaring one is the vasectomy, right? Or maybe not the glaring one, but like it's a big one.
For us, we talked about this in our group chat because I mentioned it to Denise. I was like, I wish like, I guess it like wouldn't have made sense in the movie, like with the way they structured it, but like I missed the vasectomy. And she went, what? Because she's not a rereader. Denise doesn't reread books, and she hasn't read this book since 2022. And she went, what? And I was like, the vasectomy, Denise. And she didn't even remember that it happened.
I'm curious. Let us know, guys. Is the vasectomy as big of a deal to you guys or like to you as it is to us? Because like some people don't put that much emphasis on it. Yeah. And I think we do, maybe.
Yeah. I definitely like from the moment I read the book, I was like, that is like one of the most like romantic things that a man can do. And like Emily Henry would talk about it in when she was doing press for the book at the time a lot. And I'm just like, I think they took it out for political reasons. That is my 2 cents.
Yeah.
And then that caused you change one thing, you got to change other things. So we don't get the backstory of Alex's mom dying during childbirth and really like how he had to be like the one for his brothers and like the caretaker and like helping his dad. Like they kind of allude to it, I think, a little bit, but it definitely like I think it's very you can miss it. Honestly, a lot of Alex's family you can miss besides the fact that you know his brother is getting married.
Do we even see his other brother?
It's just the
they changed it to just him and his one brother, which I was like,
Oh, okay.
Okay. But again, I feel like if they're going to keep the pregnancy scare in general, it would have been weighted
It would have
even
hit
more
harder.
if like, oh, like, even if they, let's say they like don't do the vasectomy, right? They still could have kept in like, hey, my mom died during childbirth, because then it justifies his fears in that moment. Because now, like, you know?
Yeah, in the book, when that whole thing is happening, he has like a breakdown. You know, he's like, I don't want to lose you. I was like so scared, you know, like that whole thing that didn't really happen in the movie. So it would have hit a lot harder if during the really long flashback scene that we got of them for the first time, if he had mentioned that his mom died during childbirth, you know, I don't know.
And it was so like, simple. I'm like, it could have been it's literally a sentence.
Yeah, like literally, doesn't she say in the first flashback scene, she's like, what about your mom? And he goes, she's dead. And she's like, I'm so sorry.
And it could have just been died during childbirth.
Yep.
Right, exactly.
Giving birth to my brother.
Right. Yeah, it could have been like that. But yeah, obviously when we get to, because the vasectomy thing happens when they first have sex, right? In the present. I think that's when he mentions it. I just reread it. I should know.
Yeah,
I'm pretty sure it's that scene.
Condom.
It is that scene. Yeah. Yes. It's during that scene. And so when we get to that point in the movie, at that point, to me, it doesn't make sense to have it in there, because we don't, like, just people who haven't read the book would not appreciate or understand the like gravity of what that actually means. And so that's why I get it, why they removed it, and also the political and like business reasons. I think people would be like weird about it, whatever. So at that point, I'm like, okay, leave it out. It doesn't make sense in that situation. But I wish that from the get-go that we had more information on Alex's like background.
Just like family. So. And same with Poppy. I mean, I guess it's not too much with Poppy and her family, but it was our Patreon member Layla, when the trailer dropped, she was like, why is Poppy's house so put together? Because in the book, her house is like a mess, and that like adds to why she had such a difficult time in school and why people would pick on her, besides the porny Poppy thing.
Porny Poppy.
And I was like, again, like, that is so interesting, because that could have just been like set design. Like, they didn't even have to address that. I think like us looking at it and her feeling maybe a little bit awkward around her parents, but like they still have a loving relationship, I think that would have come across to the viewer. But that's not like a big thing. I'm not like, oh my God, they made her house clean. Like, it's just little things like that where I'm like, huh, that's interesting, because then they keep in other little things and you're just like, why that thing and not this thing?
Yeah, like them keeping in porny. I'm glad that at least that they like found a way to put that in there. Just like a little bit about her and why she is constantly moving around, you know, why she loves traveling so much. So I do appreciate that. Things that I like, I'm happy that they like kept in, like with the car scene, you know, that was a whole long sequence with the burrito. But then when they finally get into like discovering how different they are, like he loves running, she hates running, the sax, like the small things, like the whole sax conversation, like it's just fun, like to see that like as a reader, like come to life on screen. And I think that was really fun to see like those kinds of small things. And we already mentioned like theme matters or it speaks to me, just like those small lines. I really appreciate them keeping. So,
yeah.
Was there a line from the book that you guys really missed in the movie? The invented me line. Definitely, right?
Yeah.
Because they don't say the like, I didn't know I was lonely until I met you.
I don't think so, no.
My favorite joke in the book is the Cookie Monster joke when they're like in the cab going to getting to Palm Springs for the first time. He's like, she was like dressed as Mike Wazowski. I thought, like, I laughed out loud reading that book when that came about. But like, again, if we just got more of them in the present, like them having to like awkwardly like share a car together or like be together again, because I thought this was so interesting. I think they still could have made it to where she was like, hey, like, let's go on one last vacation. It's before your brother's wedding. It lines up for my schedule perfectly. I planned everything. Don't worry. I got like accommodations for us, because like she's used to getting nice stuff. And then it would have just made sense for them to be together that whole time, because I'm not gonna lie, I was like, when is this motherfucker gonna leave? Like, he was
why is he still there?
Yeah, like if they're so like,
if they're
granted, he hurt his back.
Each other.
Yeah, he hurt his back, and then like he left though to go running, and then he came back. So I was like,
well, he had his stuff there. He had to go back and get his stuff.
What
stuff?
Yeah,
and then make breakfast and have groceries,
because he drops her. They take her, or excuse me, he takes her to her place. All of his stuff is there. He doesn't leave immediately. He stays there because he's trying to fix the air conditioning, and then he breaks his back, and then
she has like 4 hours worth of flashbacks in that kitchen. Like, I I would have been like, bitch, if you don't help me with this fucking AC, you're sitting here like reminiscing. Jesus Christ.
Yeah. Like, it wouldn't have made, I understand your point. Like, when is he gonna leave? But it wouldn't have made sense for him to go on a run and then just run straight to where he was staying.
I don't think but my thing is like, you're going on a run, get your stuff, like you come back, you get your stuff, you go. But he was like so comfortable after that run coming back, like he was staying, like they kind of threw out the window that like, oh, he's meant to have like his own.
He didn't stay that
place.
Night.
So
he
then
left
I'm like,
after that.
just make it to where they had to stay together, like that forced proximity of them in the book of like being in that hot, sweaty apartment the whole time, like
I think. Yeah, I think it could have even been like he threw his back out, got comfortable, and like that night she could have been like, this is like fate. Like, just stay here.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, like this is the universe telling us we need one more trip. And then the day could have been after that. Like their day could have been the next day after he threw his back out. I don't know. Yeah. There are so many ways it could have worked.
Definitely. Yeah, so that's what makes me wonder, like, why did they change that?
Because of August.
Yeah. It's bro, I'm telling you, it's August by Taylor Swift. And I love that song. Y'all need it. I'm a folklore truther.
Yep.
That's crazy. 100%. I hated that moment.
Yeah. But like I keep thinking of You Are in Love when she's like, you're my best friend. And you knew what it was.
So many other songs.
That song is so good. Anyway.
I think it just like adds to like, if I had to pick though, no Taylor Swift, like I said, but I keep forgetting that like she's not Taylor Swift in our head, but a lot of readers did Taylor Swiftify Emily Henry.
Yeah.
So I think maybe they were trying to like,
they were like, we have to get on
to that. Yeah. Like, I mean, she plays along with it too. They're always like, what Taylor Swift songs would you assign to da 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 da?
Right.
Mind you, there's 12,000 other songs in the world, but
another like just like fun changes I enjoyed, like we already talked about New Orleans, like they added more to that. I like that. And then I also like in Canada the whole the first glimpse of Vacation Alex when he goes skinny dipping and loses his clothes.
I was gonna say
that
Kayla
was really
loved
fun.
Seeing Tom Blythe's ass.
His
it was fun.
Skinny bony ass.
No, but just like that whole scene was funny. It was so good.
Yeah, I did like how they changed Poppy's interaction with Lucas Gage's character, so it wasn't as like like
icky?
It's not depressing in the book, but yeah, it's like kind of icky
like
in
sad,
the book. But in this one, it was like funny. He was just a chill dude that happened to be like stupid high. And again, like he just nailed every single line that came out of his mouth. So props to Lucas Gage.
He was just in the movie. He was just like, yeah, you should go help your friend. And she was like, all right, bye. Yeah. That was so funny that I did laugh out loud during that part too. When she's like, he loves wearing women's clothes. Like he just like loves wearing my little romper.
What did you guys think of the ending? Because that was a pretty significant change from the book.
That they seemingly stay in New York?
Well, just sort of that whole sequence of like,
her running?
because that doesn't happen in the book. Yeah.
Right. I thought it was a sweet like nod. I thought it was cute. Like, you know, when you the moment you realize, oh, she's gonna have to run, and they made it a point to note that she hates running. I think that was sweet. I thought it was cute. I also thought like the point of, not the point, but like part of the beauty of their whole love confession is that it takes place in a very normal spot, like in a very, you know, a place that she hates
in Ohio.
Ohio. And so like takes place outside of like, not at the school because she hates that place. She always makes that a point to talk about, but it takes place at like a bar where the teachers are all gathered together and they're in a parking lot, and like that whole situation happens. So like this one happens still in Ohio, but in the middle of an intersection, you know, like while she's running. I thought it was sweet. I didn't mind that change personally.
The running lasted a little too long, but I was like, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I thought it was cute. I thought it was very rom-com-y. Like I thought it was very much like, it felt very cinematic rom-com-y. Like, oh my gosh, she's chasing after him.
Yeah.
I did giggle when it looked like she was gonna lose him, and then he got stopped at the stoplight, and then she was like, ugh, and then she started running again. Like I thought that was cute. Yeah. I liked it. I thought
I'm like, you know,
cute.
I hate women having to do anything like that for a man, but like I was like, I guess, you know, like.
Yeah, I think I didn't mind it because in the book, she was just like, it's my turn to make the grand gesture.
So like, it makes total sense for them. I did find it, I don't know, I guess I didn't like this, but it's not like oh my God, I hate this. But I really liked in the book that like Sarah was really content with her life. Like she loved her life. She loved being a teacher. It was just like always the Alex of her life that like never fit. So I think, like, making her become this flight attendant in the movie was,
Yeah.
like, them kind of, like, hitting the nail on the head a little too hard. Like, I think you still could have had that contrast of, like, Poppy, someone that, like, likes to be out and adventurous and, like, that works for her, but Sarah is, like, you could still be really happy in your hometown,
Mhm.
like, making a life for yourself. I don't know why they chose to, like, change her profession. It's just, like, these odd changes, like,
Yeah, that one was
she still
interesting.
could have been a teacher
'Cause
in
yeah,
the
they
movie.
still kept her, like, her lines, for lack of a better term. Like, they kept the whole thing
Mhm.
of, I thought that when you went out of Alex's life, that my relationship would get better. It
Yeah.
actually got worse. They kept that whole thing, but they changed the
Yeah.
profession, which was interesting.
Mhm.
So,
Yeah, I
I
was
don't
like,
know.
"Huh," like, that's so,
Yeah.
like and again, then we had to see her in that atrocious wig, like, in the airport. Oh my god, like
Yeah.
It's because of that wig that I could not figure out who she is. She's from season 3 of White Lotus. She's
Yes.
the
mm,
rich daughter. Yeah. I, like, could
Oh, wait,
not
you mean
figure it out.
or is it season 3 or 2? Oh, no, yeah, yeah. Oh my god.
3.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She's yeah.
She's
The
the one
yoga
who's going
girl,
like yeah.
like, who wants to leave and, like, stay in Thailand. Oh my god, you're right. I
Yeah.
forgot. Yeah.
I could not figure it out because of that fucking wig.
ugh,
Yeah.
hate it. Like,
I
I wanna
forgot.
snatch it off so bad, but I can't. Like, I
Yeah.
can literally reach into the screen.
Yeah. One thing that I thought was, like, interesting too is in the movie we almost get the last flashback from, like, Alex's point of view. At least that's how it felt after the rehearsal dinner. Like, before they have their, like, big fight and their kiss in the rain, um, they part ways, he kinda stops, and then we get the flashback of Italy, and then he runs
Mhm.
after her into the apartment. And so at least it was implied to me that it was, like, almost from his perspective, sort of. And I thought that was, like, an interesting
Yeah.
thing there, and I liked that he ran after her too, like, back into the apartment.
Yeah.
So,
Also, you can
yeah.
tell that, like, Tom Blythe does not run in real life at all. Emily Bader does.
Kendra
His running form was
made barely any comments.
horrendous.
That was one comment she made during the movie.
Yeah, I was like,
She doesn't
his
run.
running form is awful. Like, he's running like this. He runs like Scott Hunter in Heated Rivalry, who you can also tell is not a runner. Like, they're doing like,
And then
I
she
hate
goes,
it.
and then when Emily Bader starts running, she goes, "You can tell she runs though."
She runs because her elbows were tucked in and her arms were gliding back and forth and not out like a wrestler, like fee-fi foaming all over the city. Like,
Kendra
you are this
deducted a half point for that.
I just feel like if you're
I
gonna make
know,
someone
and
an
it's just
avid
funny,
runner, you know,
Tell them
like,
how to
come
run.
on.
I ran a
Like, it
marathon.
takes 2 seconds for someone to be like, "Hey, dude, when you're running, like, just
Yeah.
tuck your arms in, like,
Yeah.
it's
So
okay."
funny.
Anyway,
Yeah.
overall, we really did have a great time.
Yes.
Yeah.
With
And I
this
think this is a
movie.
good way to kick off, like,
All
the
adaptation
next
season.
generation,
Back.
of bookish adaptations that we are getting
Mhm.
this year. We're
Yeah.
super excited. Like, yeah, I just can't because at the time of this recording, they haven't done as much press. They'll continue to do press closer
They'll do it
to
after the holidays, I'm sure.
to the movie coming out. So by the time this episode's
Mhm.
out, like, they probably have done a million things and done
Oh
a
my
million
God.
interviews. So I am
Yeah.
excited to hear them talk more
Me
about the
too.
film and sort of like their favorite moments.
I will
And yeah,
say that, like, the little promo that we've had so far, at least, like, the partnerships that they've done, I think are really
God,
smart.
Kayla's
Yeah.
And
eating
I
it
really
up.
appreciate it. As a marketer, I really appreciate it. I really
Yeah.
appreciate the marketing. Like, if
Kayla's
you
gonna
guys
go to the
haven't seen-
airport.
No, I'm gonna
Yeah.
go and I'm gonna steal the bins.
She
If
said
you
TSA
guys
can't
have not
outrun me.
seen, no, they can't. Like, hello. If you guys haven't seen, they have, and I've only seen them at. I think somebody said they were only at JFK, at least that they've seen so far. So in New York, if you live near New York, go steal. The TSA bins have ads like Poppy and Alex's face on the TSA bins, which I think is so smart. And they also partnered with TripAdvisor. They did like a little partnership with them as well. And I think that's really smart. I just appreciate partnerships that make sense. Okay.
Yeah.
I'm in digital marketing. It's nice.
Yeah, Netflix, they did good for marketing with this one. And Emily Bader, if you're listening, if you're out there, I
Queen,
really
we
do
love
wish
you.
you just like the best career. Like, she
You're a
reminds
star.
me of what is her name? Kristen Mitoli. I don't know how to pronounce
Oh,
her
yeah.
last name. So she like got her start on How I Met Your Mother, and like she was hilarious on that show. It's like, spoiler alert, the mom. in the last season, and then she went on to just go have this like incredible career after that. And I just hope that like Emily Bader has like a similar trajectory, because
Yeah.
I just have a feeling that she can also do drama. Like
Oh,
is
yeah.
Lady Jane a drama, like dramedy,
Ye-
or is it just
yeah, I would say it's a dramedy.
okay?
I think it leans a
Yeah.
little bit more comedy, but there are definitely like
Okay.
dramatic
Yeah, I
angsty
just
moments.
hope that she goes and like I can just see her winning something in the future, like an Emmy. Like she
If
needs to be in a limited series or something.
yeah, Tom Blythe compared like in early interviews, he compared her to like a Meg Ryan, that he could see her becoming a Meg Ryan
Yeah.
of our generation. So,
That's
which I
cute
thought was
as
very
fuck.
sweet. I thought that was very
Yeah.
sweet of him to say.
Yeah. Now him, you guys
You
know he's
got
like in
this,
a Western.
buddy.
Yeah.
What's really interesting about him is he said that like he does so many serious roles that he like really wanted to do something fun, and he was like, I want to do something really fun and exciting, because this one felt
What
like,
else has he done?
well,
He's in like a Western show. I see it on my Roku
he's
a
in a
lot.
Billy the Kid show. He
Yeah.
obviously did Hunger Games. I just saw a trailer for him where he's like he plays, it's a UK movie. The whole movie takes place in a prison, and he's like a dealer in prison. So he does like very serious roles, I guess.
Yeah. I think he needs a few more like comedy. Maybe like he needs to be in like a
Yeah, he
straight
doesn't do
comedy and
comedies.
not a rom-com, because I think that'll like sharpen his like joke
Maybe.
telling ability, because I think Emily Bader could like carry a joke by herself. I think he needs other people still to like
Play
carry a
off
joke
of.
with him. Like she at this point in time, she could be on SNL and kill it. He would be on SNL and you'd
Oh my
walk away
God.
being like, "Oh, that
Yeah.
episode wasn't the best," you know?
Mhm.
And like
Wait.
again, I think he's a great actor. You can just tell that like he is just way more comfortable and like suited for dramatic roles.
Yeah, definitely.
This is gonna be a movie that I throw on all the time in the background. I can tell already.
Yeah.
Oh
Like
yeah.
while I'm doing other stuff.
I already told Jared, I was like, the day it comes out, we're watching
Oh,
it
same.
together.
Yeah.
Just so you know, like
Yep.
we will be watching this.
Yep.
Ass on the
Seated.
seat in our
Yeah.
basement. Clear your plans. We're watching this.
Yeah.
With your big ass
If
surround sound system.
if you have watched People We Meet on Vacation and you are finding yourself with no one to chat about this movie with, you should join our Patreon. We have People We Meet on Vacation chat, where all of our members are just like yapping away about their thoughts on this movie. If you want to go back and look at our reaction to the trailer, that's on there. We have so many fun things. We have a book club. We are going to be trying our best. We will actually be keeping up with every rom-com bookish adaptation that comes out this year. So to stay up to date with us and all the things we do, the best place to get it is on Patreon. And like I mentioned in this episode, we do have a nice little fun heated rivalry chat, recapping our thoughts on the Patreon right now that you can go and listen to, because all 6 episodes are out. They got a season 2. We will be sad. So yeah, you guys should definitely join and become a member. And if you want to talk about People, that chat will be open to all tiers. So pick which tier works best for you, and you can still yap away with everyone else.
You know what I just thought of? I'm looking forward to all the edits that people make on TikTok. Somebody make an edit to You Are in Love, please.
Oh, it's gonna be
that's
there.
actually their song.
Kayla,
Yeah,
you
the
could
edits
do
are
it.
going to
Mm-mm.
the edits are going
Oh,
to
I
slap.
can't.
I am curious. Like, I'm so excited to see like the critical response to this, because I do think it will net positive. Like,
I think it will too.
I don't think it'll fall inside the Netflix doom of things.
I think non-readers will still like this.
Oh yeah,
movie. 100%.
Like, I'm excited for my non-bookish friends who haven't read it to watch it and like get their opinions on it.
Same.
Definitely.
Yeah. Okay, before we go, does this make you more excited about Beach Read? Yes or no? The potential adaptation. We don't really know where that's going. Yulin has like when the trailer dropped for People, she was like the first installment in the Emily and Yulin universe. So how do you guys feel about
Beach I don't know.
right
I feel neutral about it only because until I see like casting and them actually doing something, I'm not there, you know, like call me when something happens, you know?
Yeah, that's so true.
I think I'm going to follow the exact same formula that I followed with People because it was successful. So I'm going to wait and I'm going to keep my expectations low.
Yeah, I'm excited. Because the script was good for this. There are 2 other
It wasn't
writers on this
cringy.
movie, so I know it went through rewrites and stuff. So I am curious to see like what was 100% hers and what wasn't. So yeah. We will be sad if they ever
will
decide. I
see.
don't know if the success of this movie is a factor in how well Beach Read does at all. So
Yeah.
or if Beach Read gets greenlit.
Yeah.
Well, guys, we've been yapping for almost an hour and a half now, but it was good. It was fun.
Yeah, it was worth it.
It was worth it for sure. We can't wait to hear what everybody else thinks. And we would love to hear from you guys, like Kendra was talking about earlier. So make sure you follow us on Instagram, or if you want to go to our Patreon, go there. And we love you guys. And we'll chat later. We can catch you with the next adaptation. Bye.
Bye.